Hey guys, what's up? This is my review today for Supergirl Volume 2, New 52. Here's the front cover. Now, this comic book starts where Volume 1 left off, where Supergirl is now tries to adapt on Earth. She still is alone, um, but she finally doesn't have to be alone because she finds a new friend, uh, like an Irish pop singer who can somehow mysteriously speak Kryptonian. So Supergirl is able to communicate with someone on Earth. So this Irish pop singer helps Supergirl try to adapt to human culture on Earth. I think it's really interesting at this moment because Supergirl doesn't need the assistance of Superman instead of some mysterious pop singer who can speak Kryptonian. Um, and what's really interesting about this is that the Irish pop singer is actually Silver Banshee. And honestly, I don't like Silver Banshee. But what's interesting is that there's also a main villain that Supergirl has to. Well, he's not the main villain. The main villain is this guy, and he's not the Black Banshee. Supergirl fights off the Black Banshee, and she helps save Silver Banshee from the Black Banshee until we realize that I think that somehow Silver Banshee is able to find her brother. In some aspect of this comic book, but the storyline flows really smoothly in this. Later on, we're introduced to the main character, Sayobin, who is introduced to us in the first volume, in which he's a guy who's trying to find out who Supergirl really is, where she came from, and stuff. And he's really hasty and stuff, and that causes an explosion. And somehow he even survives, and he turns into this shapeshifter, which he uses to fight against Supergirl. And obviously, Supergirl has a hard time fighting against him, but fortunately, she's able to win. And in the end, Supergirl is able to know the truth of her parents, where she came from, why she's here on Earth. And I think it overall tells us now she has no choice but to live on Earth now because it's her only place to live, and to live with Superman, obviously, because as he's she that's her nephew, if you could say. The storyline, the I think the crew who actually worked on this did a really good job, particularly making Superman look like, Supergirl look like she's an independent character. That she has her own name as a superhero, how she adapts to Earth, how she faces things on Earth, and I think the way they made the story for Supergirl makes it more logical, uh, more as if she's not a complete counterpart to Superman, that she's her own character, her own made up character, if you could say, that she didn't need Superman to make her a superhero, that she could have been a superhero on her own. And this is what this comic book really does. So I think this is, if you are a diehard Supergirl fan or a DC comic book fan, you still need to get this because it's overall worth getting. If I was to rate this comic book from 1 through 10, I would give this comic book probably like a in all honesty, it's probably like around a 7.9. I think the first volume was a little bit more interesting. I gave the first volume a 8.2. But overall, these are worth buying. Great storyline, great art. Supergirl looks really hot. I like the design of how they made Supergirl. Um, and in one aspect, you can see character design all here. It's really interesting. Uh, so yeah, let me know when you guys get it. What do you guys think about it? But obviously the storyline is very interesting. The art is spectacular. So go and get this copy as soon as possible. All right, peace.